Welcome to another math tutorial dealing with fractions. In today's video, we're going to be dealing with multiplying fractions. So if you find this video helpful, don't forget to smash the like button to help this channel out. All right, let's get into our problems. Our first one, we're going to have 1/2 times 3/8. So we're going to check our diagonals to see if there's any common factors that we can pull out. So looking at our first diagonal, 1 and 8, what factor do they have in common? Well, they have 1 in common, so we can't pull anything out. How about 3 and 2? Well, they only have the factor of 1 in common, so there's nothing that we can pull out from our diagonals. So we're going to multiply across. 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 8 is 16. So our final answer will be 3/16. Again, just double check that this fraction that we got is as simplified as possible, which it is. All right, our second problem. We're going to have 3/4 times 1/3. Checking our diagonals. Our first diagonal, we have 3 and 3. They have a common factor of 3. 1 times 3 will give us 3. So if we take out the common factor, we'll be left with 1. And for our other 3, we'll also be left with 1. Let's look at our next diagonal. We have 1 and 4. The only common factor they have is 1, so we can't pull anything out. So we'll multiply across. 1 times 1 is 1, and 4 times 1 is 4. So our answer for the second problem would be 1/4. Turning to our third problem, we're going to have 6 times 5/7. So we see a whole number. Anytime we see a whole number, we can make it into a fraction by putting the whole number over 1. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put 6 over 1, and we're going to multiply that by 5/7. Checking our diagonals. 6 and 7. Common factor of 1, can't pull anything out. 1 and 5. Common factor of 1, can't pull anything out. So we'll multiply across. 6 times 5 is 30. 1 times 7 is 7. So now we have an improper fraction. So we're going to make it into a mixed number. So 7 can go into 30 4 times. 7 times 4 gives us 28. So we're going to have 2 7s left over. So our mixed number is going to be 4 and 2 7s. All right, our fourth problem. We're going to have 2/6 times 1/8. So checking our diagonals. 2 and 8. They have a common factor of 2. 1 times 2 gives us 2, and 2 times 4 gives us 8. So if we pull out that common factor, we'll be left with 1, and we'll be left with 4. Checking our next diagonal, we have 1 and 6. They only have a common factor of 1, so we can't pull anything out. Multiplying across, 1 times 1 is 1, and 6 times 4 is 24. So our answer will be 1/24. All right, here's another problem that we can work through. 3/4 times 6/9. Let's check our first diagonal, 3 and 9. They have a common factor of 3. 1 times 3 will give us 3, and 3 times 3 will give us 9. Pulling out the 3, we'll be left with 1 and 3. Looking at our next diagonal, we have 6 and 4. They have a common factor of 2. 2 times 3 will give us 6, and 2 times 2 will give us 4. So pulling out the common factor of 2, we'll be left with 3 and 2. Multiplying across. 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 3 is 6. Now we have a fraction of 3/6. We need to just double check, is this as simplified as I can get? And the answer is no. Is there a common factor between my numerator and denominator that I can pull out? Well, the answer is yes. Both have a common factor of 3. 1 times 3 will give me 3, and 3 times 2 will give me 6. So pulling out the common factor, we'll be left with a fraction of a half, and that'll be the final answer. Hopefully you found this video helpful for going over how to multiply fractions. We did some problems of multiplying fractions together, and we also did one where we multiplied a whole number by a fraction. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash the like button, and we'll see you in our next math tutorial.